This has been a busy week, but it's been a lot of prep, but also a lot of accomplishments. On the highlights this week is we got our window treatments installed, getting rid of those ugly curtains with something a little bit more industrial, a little bit different. We also made a final decision on the gates to the building and went ahead and painted those as well. Can't wait to show you the finished result. And of course, we spent all week working on our other main wall, getting that prepped, a lot of the cracks repaired, and then finally getting our first coat of primer on the wall. And it makes a huge difference in how the space looks and how the space feels. Those are the big updates, so why don't I go ahead and take you around one by one to these to let you get an idea of how we got there and any decisions that we had to make, and at the end, what we have coming up. This week saw us doing a tremendous amount of wall prep. It's the little details that are very important in the end, but sometimes you don't really see how much work goes into this, right? Here you can see we did a major crack repair, went all the way up to the ceiling. We had to do a couple of these, and we had to fill in major gaps with a concrete polyurethane filler. We had to put compound down, push mesh tape down, put a couple coats on top. We've just got a little bit of sanding left. But as you can see, we had to do it all the way down the wall. A tremendous amount of prep work, up around the windows, up around the ceiling, just a lot of work to get done. And it didn't just stop there. We also had to go all the way to this other side and do above the windows and around the windows. This building hasn't seen a lot of love for a long, long time, so there's just been a lot of work that we've had to put into it, getting this space ready to go for painting. And once we start putting the primer on, it's gonna look like a completely new space. We can't wait. Well, folks, we did it. We painted the gates hammered copper. And they have exceeded our expectations. They look so good. I flabbergasted. It was a paintbrush application of Rust-Oleum's hammered copper, and the technology that's in that paint has just blown my mind. It looks so good. It's only one coat. We're gonna have to wait a little bit longer to put that second coat on there. But you take a look at it. Let us know, do you think we need the second coat? Do you think it looks okay as it is? But I'm super impressed, and it's given us some inspiration that we might just look at putting other accents of hammered copper throughout the rest of the build. Let us know what you think, if that's a good idea. And if you've never tried this product, check it out. They make other hammered finish, I think like hammered iron, maybe a silver material as well. But it's very, very cool tech. And I think it's gonna be fantastic for the future of the HQ. Check it out. Looks pretty cool, right? Polygal panels inserted into the aluminum framing for a very cool industrial looking window pane. What was the cost? Well, these panels were about $100 a piece. We bought a total of 5, so $500. Called in a favor for my friend Don down at Improvised Studios. He was kind enough to cut the panels for me, help clean up all the edges. He's got a lot of experience with these materials. He did a fantastic job. And actually it was his design idea overall to put these in. So Don, thank you very much for your assistance. So $500 in materials, a little bit of time, and now we have a fantastic window treatment. No curtains, right? Curtains get dusty, they get dirty, they need to be washed, not to mention they can fall down easily because of those tension rods that are used. We couldn't use tinted film for 2 reasons. The darkest film we could get could potentially break the windows. And even then, at night, you would be able to see into the space, which is what we didn't want on a busy street. So this became a fantastic option. These can pop in and out if we need to clean the windows, anything of that nature. So hopefully you like the look and feel as well. If you have any questions about these panels, obviously drop them in the comments at the end of the video. We'll be happy to answer those as well. All right, folks, so there you have it. That's everything that we got done in week 3, which by any means is a tremendous a lot of work, especially when you consider that I'm still working my 2 day jobs with Drink Curious and with Bourbon and Banter. For those of you in the community, you may have seen me be a little bit more frantic, more than usual. Well, this is why. So I appreciate your patience and sticking with me and all your great words of support. Now, as with any project, we have a lot more to go. Week 4, we're hopefully going to get some more coats of paint on the walls. We're also going to start caulking and do some finishes around some areas that we have to do before we apply those 2 final coats of paints on the wall. So hopefully by next week we'll have a lot more to show you. We'll be another step closer. And as always, guys, if you have thoughts or feedback, drop them in the comments below. We love to hear it. Just remember, we're on a budget, so we don't have a lot of money to spend, and we're doing most of this by ourselves. But thanks for your support, and remember, this week, if you're going to drink, well, keep on drinking curious.